Howdy folks, and welcome back to another weekly tech tip. And today we are looking at School AI. School AI is a really great teacher tool. It's pretty neat. So let's explore some of the functions that help out teachers. So Magic School is free. When you sign up, it does get you to email another teacher, so you could just send off a burner email, or you can send it out to some people that you think really might like it. But it's not a high barrier of entry. And then you land in this space. So I just logged in with my GNSPES. So it's free for teachers, as I said. And it does have a space for you to invite students. At this time, we're not talking about it as a use case for students. We're just talking about it as a teacher tool. So we're going to explore some of the tools that they have and see if it can help you in your teaching. So let's check out here on the side. We have tools. And let's look at them all. We have lesson plans, we have course outline generator, we have worksheet generator, syllabus, multiple choice quiz, jokes, IPPs, newsletters, story word problems, text leveler. So that's like what Diffit would do. And then you can make your own, etc. So it's got a translator, everything built into one place. So it's really great for coming up with materials. So let's check out lesson plan. So let's look at identifying rock types. Let's do grade 3. So how to classify between igneous, sedimentary, and metamorphic rocks. So this is American, so it does go by the Common Core standards. So in this lesson, students will explore the fascinating world of rocks and learn how to classify them into 3 main types. Through hands-on activities, engaging discussion, collaborative learning, they will develop a foundational understanding. By the end of this lesson, they'll be able to recall the 3 main types, describe the characteristics, classify various rock samples, explain the rock cycle, collaborate with peers to create a diagram of the rock cycle, apply knowledge of rock types, and identify real-world examples. So the materials we need: collection of rock samples, magnifying glasses, paper, and crayons/markers, chart paper, laptops or tablets for extended research. So have a mystery box containing different rock types. Allow them to feel, observe the rocks without seeing them, guessing what they might be. Reveal the rocks and introduce the 3 main types. Oopsie. The observation. Summon of completion of a worksheet that requires students to classify rock samples and characteristics, blah, blah, blah. So it does a really nice job, and it comes up with kind of all the steps. It's created a 35, 55, 75, 85-minute lesson, so you can break it into 2 parts. So we have that. So say you can go in and then you can edit anything you want in there, but when you're finished with it, you can export it. So now we have that PDF that we can use. So we have our PDF, but let's say it wanted a worksheet to go with it for a summative assessment piece. So let's generate that. So generate a worksheet. So we're working with 3rd grade. So we just did classifying rocks into 3 rock families. So what type of rocks forms from cooling, solidifying of magma or lava? So they have some multiple choice and true or false, to short answer, and then matching. And then draw and label a rock cycle. So this looks like a worksheet I've seen before. It has kind of everything you'd want. It's pretty quick and easy. And there we have our little worksheet, 10 questions. Let's check out syllabus. So I generated one, I just said for geology. I kind of made it a little silly, where I just said the whole course was just about identifying rocks. But it comes up with like a course description, standards and objectives to understand geology. It actually added more to it, which is kind of nice than my basic, like, we look at rocks. Students' grades will be assessed on the number of rocks they can find and identify correctly. More information on the grading rubric will be provided during the first week of the course. So it's like, you're not really giving them much. Materials, students will need a hand lens for looking at small rocks. So you can generate something like a, beginning of the course outline, and it asks you required, like, standards, course description, grading policy, classroom policies. Students will be required to wear socks at all times in the classroom. Picking up rocks without wearing socks is not allowed. And then the outline, etc. Additional information. So that is a neat little time saver. Let's go back to tools. Multiple choice quiz. We're going to go 8th grade. Number of questions 8. Let's do bed mass rules. See what it can do. So it generated a few questions just about, like, what does it stand for? What do you do first? what should be executed first, blah, blah, blah. And then it actually has a few questions, multiple choice questions to answer on that as well. And it generates an answer key for a quick answer. So over here, you can do stuff like change tone, make it longer, make it shorter, fix spelling and grammar, simplify it. All right. I emojified part of it and it looks a little weird. Let's go back into some more tools. It is nice that under each section it does save the documents you've created. Behavioral intervention plan, generate individual education program. This is kind of cool. Story word problems. So it's just a way to generate a word problem. So let's say like we're in 6th grade and we are going to, mostly we want word problems for math, and then you can do a story topic. So we'll have 6th grade, order of operations in math. The story topic is the eruption of Mount St. Helens, and we have 6 questions. In 1980, the eruption of Mount St. Helens shook the world. This powerful event had a significant impact on the environment and the people living nearby. Let's look at some figures related to this eruption. Before the eruption, Mount St. Helens stood at 9,677 feet. When the volcano erupted, it lost 1,314 feet. What's its new height? The eruption produced 540 million tons of ash, which dispersed over 22,000 square miles. If the ash were spread evenly, how many tons of ash fell per square mile? So anyway, it comes up with some word questions related to this event. So this is kind of a fun cross-curricular way that if you're teaching one subject, you want to bring it into math. It's pretty quick and easy. All right, so let's check the reading leveler. I just took an abstract from the Science and Immunology journal for the palmatolation of gas dermin D directs its membrane translocation and pore formation during pyropsis. So let's see how it does. So we'll just paste in that text there. We're going to put it for grade 8. So proteins called the gas dermin D help start a process in cells called pyroptosis, which is a way the cells can self-destruct. The protein goes through changes that allow it to move the cell's outer layer called the plasma membrane and makes holes in it. We don't fully understand how it does this. In our research, we found that it interacts with another protein called fatty acid synthase. It can get a molecule, palmitoyl group added to it, which will help it move to the plasma membrane. So if we look at this and compare it, plasma membrane perforation elicited by caspase cleavage of the gas dermin D N-terminal domain triggers pyroptosis. The mechanisms underlying this translocation and pore formation are not fully understood. It does a great job of breaking it down into more student-friendly language. So I think it would do a good job with any sort of text. Copy and paste it in, and it will simplify to whatever grade level you think is appropriate. It also has these assistants. A CoTeacher, I'm your all-purpose teaching assistant. What can I help you with? AI and education coach, questions about using AI in the classroom, I can help. A Common Core expert, a curriculum coach, working with a new course, let me help you get organized. Because there's a lot of times you end up teaching a course that you might not be comfortable with if you choose a new position or there's changes within the school. So help me outline a new course. The subject area theme, the grade level is intended for the keen learning objectives, any specific topics or units you have in mind. So let's do Oceans 11. And we'll just use the foundational outcomes for this quick demonstration, but if you're actually teaching it, you might want to dive in the curriculum documents to see kind of how it helps. Let's go back to our curriculum coach. Okay, so I just copied and pasted the learning outcomes in there, and I hit enter by mistake, so it kind of went with it. So let's see what it says. Unit 1, week 1 and 2, identify blah, blah, blah. Activities, map, labeling exercise, guest speaker from Marine Science Center, understand the Coriolis effect, experiment demonstrating Coriolis effect, research project on impact of ocean currents, global climate, tide theory. So it's actually working through and giving you kind of a week by week. So it's not a bad kind of way to wrap your head around it. And then from there, you can look at more specific and flesh it out more. Covering subtopics on species selection, site acceptance, and marketing for aquaculture. So that's not so bad. Give you quite a bit there. And if you get more specific with it, it can give you more back. Do not use the essay grading assistant. You should be grading your own essays. Field trip coordinator. That's kind of cool. Project-based activity expert. Let's check that out. So I said I need a project to explore natural selection and speciation, where one species becomes a new one. And I said, think Darwin finches. I have some good ones that I've used, so I'm just kind of going to use that as my scale of how it does. So project-based center around Darwin's finches is a fantastic idea for students, can help blah, 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 blah. So various tools represent different beak types. Tweezers, chopsticks, pliers, spoons. A variety of food items. Pictures and models of the finches, large bowls, containers, sheets. So this is basically the exact thing I was thinking of. So that's actually pretty great. So introduce Darwin and the finches. Group formation hypothesis experiments. Place a mix of food items in the bowls. And the idea is they use different style beaks like tweezers or pliers to get different types of food to see what type of beak is best for what type of food. So I'm impressed. That was good. Digital literacy coach. Technology can make life easier. What technology can I help you master today? Let's see how current this is. I need to use some Pasco Probeware. I can guide you on how to use Pasco Probeware. Range of educational tools. Identify your equipment. Airlink, Sparkling, Passport. Probably computer, tablet, smartphone. Install the software or app. So it actually can like recognize specific tools and kind of help guide you through that. So that's kind of cool too. Lastly, let's just have a quick look at CoTeacher. Help me plan my day, help me write an email, summarize something for me. Let's rethink my class routine. Help me plan my day. So I'll prioritize tasks, must do, should do, could do, allocate time blocks, include breaks. Flexibility. Could you start by listing tasks you need to accomplish today and fixed appointments or commitments? Then you would fill it in and it would help you create a schedule for your day. So there's a lot here and it's totally free and it's worth your time to come check it out. See if it can speed up some of this planning and programming kind of aspects of your day and explore these tools and hopefully they work for you. And if not, that's okay. All right. See you in the next one.